Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Building the Best. Today we're going to be taking yet another look at Exalted Excalibur, because honestly, whilst I loved my other Excalibur build, a recent change to efficiency makes it completely redundant, and I am now ashamed of it. So, without further ado, Exalted Excalibur, ladies and gentlemen. Now, is that the right page? I feel like that's the right... That is the right page. Now, you're not going to like this build, I know already, because it requires a 5 out of 10 blind rage. But bear with me, because what we've basically figured out is that efficiency is now different to how it was a couple of weeks ago, and duration does not work the same way. Duration used to be a 1-to-1 benefit the same as efficiency, as in one duration would provide the same as one efficiency. Now it does not. Your overall efficiency is divided by your positive duration to lower the cost of There's a chart, I'll post it down in the comments below. End result is 160 power efficiency and 165 to 168 power duration is the perfect range. If you can get that, you're golden. You will have perfect efficiency. And this is the highest power strength you can possibly get with that perfect efficiency. So, we have this bastardly blind rage with this minus 30% power efficiency, giving us 54% power strength. Then we have transient fortitude and intensify for more power strength. We have narrow-minded and primed continuity for what I'll call channeling efficiency for the sake of this video. And then we have streamline and fleeting for actual efficiency. Power drift for a tiny bit more power strength, vitality to keep me alive, and corrosive projection up here. Now, I have to say, when I was a fool, and a long time ago, I formed a dash polarity up here on my Excalibur. Standard Excalibur does not have a polarity on his aura slot, and you should never, ever do this. In fact, one of the very advanced moves people like to do to frames is to form off their aura polarity so they can put any aura they want on without negative effects. So please never do this. This should be steel charge, but unfortunately I can't do that because of the dash polarity, and I am too ashamed to take it off because that was an awful mistake. But anyhow, corrosive projection is going to sit up there because that's still a pretty damn good... Seriously? Seriously? Corrosive Projection's going to stay up there because that's still a pretty damn good mod, and I really hope you couldn't hear that. And on to the weapon, because that's really all there is. What we have is a 270% power strength and perfect efficiency and no range at all. Vitality to keep us alive, and the Arcane Pendragon helmet giving me another 15% power strength. So, the Dragon Nikana is a fairly standard build, and what I discovered earlier today through various testing is that Nikanas are slightly better than swords for Excalibur, because swords, dual swords, Nikanas, and rapiers all give him a 10% damage boost. However, Nikanas from that selection are the only ones that block 85% of incoming damage when you're blocking, so Nikanas obviously are the best choice, and Dragon Nikana has roughly the same stats as Broken War, which is the best of all the competition. So we're going with this, and we have power strength? What? We have melee damage, 3 elemental mods, as always of your choice, but I love Toxin Radiation, it's just incredible fun. Fury and Berserker for insane Berserker procs, and Lifestrike, because Lifestrike and Berserker do work with Excalibur's ult, and it doesn't matter what stance you take up here. Personally, I quite like Tranquil Cleave and Decisive Judgment for their unequipped stance, but it doesn't actually matter because you're using Excalibur's unique stance when you use his ult. Anyhow, deep breath. That was quite a lot. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that I didn't want to skew... I didn't want to skew what was going on by putting on focus. However, focus has now just become a thing. It's become something that is in everyone's build. And so, we are going with Narromon focus for this because of Strategic Execution, Deadly Intent, and Shadow Step. Pause if you want to read them. These are thoroughly on, and I wish they were max ranked, because holy crap, these are overpowered with Excalibur. So, let's equip this, and I am going to go kill some things. Now, I would normally take this to the sortie, but this is just an opportunity I cannot resist to show off one of Excalibur's other fantastic abilities. So I'm going to the moon on Earth, and I'm going to do a survival. I'm just going to run to about 5 minutes in. I'll fast forward through, of course, because I want to show you what Excalibur can do to sentience, because it is absolutely brutal. Anyhow, like I said, I'll fast forward through most of this.
Delicious coffee. Thank you, Jack. Now then, let's just murder things. But yes, I know the corpus sucks. Shut up, Colin. Come on. Let us away. A break of day. Let's find our long-forgotten gold. Which way are we going? Not these ways. Okay. Which way are we going? Over here, I think. Yeah, Lois. I'd quite like to get some energy before I... Ooh, the organ room. Got 5 minutes. You know what? No, I hate the organ room. Alright, so it's only 10 energy to actually cast it with 160% power efficiency. And each second it drains by 0.625, I think. It rounds up to 0.63 when you look on the abilities page, but you can see the energy per second cast is just nothing. It's fantastic. And whatever element you take is actually passed on into Excalibur's, it isn't just damage, it is actually radiation and toxic damage that I'm dealing at the moment, which is so overpowered, of course, because toxin against Corpus. I believe radiation has a buff against Corpus text, but honestly, I just like it for the proc. Whilst the proc chance is relatively low with Excalibur's ult, you are hitting like 10 people with each swing. So, I mean, it just carries on, and it slaughters everything. I just have to know, I always forget his combos. He's got a pause, a hold, and a block. Of course, I'll be using the block because it's lazy. Just hold right click. But yeah, as you can see, wait, no, I need to find an enemy. As you can see, Excalibur is always blocking and permanently has 60% damage reduction from blocking. Okay, that hurt, ow, ow, stop it, bad Corpus. No, why am I out of energy? Die please. Well, in my defense, I made it a minute and a half on 50 energy. A minute and a half on 50 energy without picking up any end shields that I'm aware of. Feel free to go watch this video through again, tell me I'm wrong. You picked up an energy, you're lying to I don't care. That's fantastic efficiency, whichever way you look at it. But I'm here to show you how he is in his goddamn ulti, so I'm gonna drop an energy pad. Because that was just embarrassing, it really was. Ow! Did that mower just kick me in the head? I'm a little bit livid! The damn mower just kicked me in the head! Something which in real life would be something you would worry about. But in a game, it's just a minor nuisance. Alright, we've finally got some Corpus crewmen. Not that they are any threat whatsoever. I'm sort of wondering how Excalibur's passive 60% permanent blocking, because that's not his chance to auto-parry, that is his reduction always from when he's blocking. I wonder if that overwrites the individual weapons, in which case what I said about the Dragon Cannon would be pointless. Or maybe it can't add to it, 100% damage reduction, that's not possible, but maybe it multiplies it? That would be cool. You know, 0.6, 0.85 times 0.6, so the other way around. I don't know these things. I know math with me. But one thing I do know is that it would be awesome if he ever came out with an augment for Exalted Blade. I mean, come on. What I want to see is an augment that makes his, makes the energy slices travel faster. I mean, come on, would that not be so epic? And these things are already flying everywhere, but what if they were flying at the speed of light? I mean, technically they are, like, pure energy, which would make them light. But moot point! I want to see these things going insanely fast and everywhere. Because right now people just take, is it Radiant Finish? The finisher augment? When they're running his ult? Which I conspicuously left out of this build, because although it is fantastic, pretty much every slot in this build is necessary for either perfect efficiency, perfect damage, or keeping yourself from falling over and dying repeatedly. Which, let's be honest, that is a problem in Warframe. No, I need energy.
Okay. Got my Naramon page going. Sweet, we're gonna have sentience here in just a second. That was perfect timing. Okay, so I need a little bit of energy, because remarkably, very few energy drops this mission. Alright, let us piss off an Oculus. There's one. Ooh, it's not a bad reward. And like I say, I was going to test this in the raid, because level 100 enemies are still fodder for Excalibur. They really, really are. But these guys are a problem for most people, except Excalibur. Because I am currently... oh crap. Except when they do that. When they do that, you leave the room, okay? Pro tip. When Battleists start spinning and lasers go everywhere, leave. Just leave. It's for the best. But what I was gonna say was these guys are such fodder for Excalibur. I mean, sure, he took half my health away, but I lifesteal and get it all back in one hit. And now he's dead. And that's it. That's just it. Full health, full energy. The Battlist was no threat whatsoever. To be fair, he did restore me to full health when he died, but absolutely zero threat. And that is why, honestly, I think Excalibur is the frame currently most deserving of a nerf. I mean, seriously, this guy is insanely overpowered. But I know DE is never going to nerf him because he is their baby. And as we can see, every time now I get a crit with my ulti, I go invisible for 5 seconds. Max rank? That's 10 seconds of invis every time you get a crit. Which is insane. And whilst it doesn't refresh Like, it's not just gonna add, it's not just gonna reset to being 10 seconds and it doesn't stack on top. It's still, every time you go visible, you're gonna pop a crit within a second or two on something, and then you're invisible again, which is epic. Anyhow, I have been waffling on for far too long, so thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment below, and subscribe for more. I'm Bliznub, and this is, of course, Exalted Excalibur. God, I love this frame.